This morning, a live look at Platteville as we are waking up to some fresh, wet, heavy snow. We are preparing you for the conditions before you head out the door this morning.
And we continue with a winter weather advisory, areas to the north and west, and winter storm warnings up northwest of the Dells. More coming up.
Good Thursday morning, everyone. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Josh Breiter. Not a lot of snow, but it is creating some troubles out there. A couple of crashes on the east side of Dane County, the west side of Dane County. Not necessarily too bad here in the Madison area, though.
Trouble for me this morning trying to even get out of my house with those dress shoes on and the snow out there.
It's like that slimy stuff. Yeah, it's not pretty.
Yeah, because we're right around freezing, that snow is mixing with some mist and some other melting stuff going on out there. Let's let Kelly Slifka, who's out on the patio, let you know what's going on exactly this morning.
Yeah, as you mentioned, it's just really that heavy, wet snow. In fact, when you step on it, it ices over into a slush. So it's going to be a little bit slippery if you're walking out the door. And it's going to be really heavy snow once you got to shovel this. And, I can hear the plow out here in the backyard clearing our driveway. But it's going to be pretty sloppy this morning if you're going to be commuting. Thankfully, the main roads, at least in the Madison area, are okay. It's the secondary roads and mainly areas to the north and west that have the problems with the alert day continuing at least for the morning hours, probably until about 9 o'clock. After that, I think all the roads should be in pretty good shape, at least most areas outside of northwest of the Dells. Total accumulations vary a lot. Areas to the south, hardly anything toward Janesville. Madison area, maybe 1, 2, 3 inches of snow. A lot of it's melting on contact. Heaviest snow, though, to the northwest and north of Dane County. Right now, the snow is really winding down here. I can feel a little bit of drizzle out here, I guess, if that's what you want to call it, just a mist. Temperatures just a degree above freezing, and so a lot of the snow is melting on contact. Don't expect any more accumulation in the Madison area or most areas. In fact, we're just going to have to deal with the snow-covered roads, especially where they saw some of that heavier snow, and it looks like it should start to wind down throughout the morning hours. Then we're talking about some colder weather and maybe another chance of some snow for the weekend.
All right, Kelly Slifka, thanks a lot. Let's get a better look at those roads this morning. Up close on the live drive. Look at this. Conditions on the interstate out there looking really good at this hour. In the city, though, it's a bit of a different story. We have some new information overnight from Madison plow crews. They say you should anticipate slippery, slushy, and snowy travel this morning. They have 32 crews out overnight salting the main roads. They're also putting down some sand on hills, curves, and intersections that aren't part of the main roads. And we did not get enough snow to trigger a citywide plow, so crews want you to take it easy out there this morning.
More and more road crews have switched from a salt to a brine solution. Last year, 1.5 million gallons of brine were used on Wisconsin roads, cutting salt by nearly 40%. The switch to brine is due to more than 800,000 tons of chloride or salt in Wisconsin rivers. That salt can poison plants and wildlife. You can do your part by using less salt and reusing the salt that is left over. Remember, you can always stay on top of the changing conditions. We know Wisconsin winters can bring it all. Just download that free First Warn Weather app. Search WISC Weather wherever you get your apps.
New this morning, the Monroe County Sheriff's Office is opening up a death investigation after a body was found in LaGrange. Police discovered that body yesterday while searching for Felicia J. Wana. Wana's been missing since the beginning of the month, and police say that the body they recovered is hers. The death investigation is being done by the Monroe County Sheriff's Office and Ho-Chunk Police. The Monroe County Sheriff's Office says it is an ongoing investigation, and they'll release some more information when they can.
The woman killed in a Sun Prairie crash over the weekend has been identified. Adrian Nash was pronounced dead at the hospital from injuries sustained in that crash. It happened around 8:45 Saturday night on Highway 151 near the Reiner Road Bridge. Police say people from all 3 vehicles involved were also taken to the hospital.
Ma'am! Ma'am! Officer Buzzy! Blink if you can hear me.
Police body camera footage shown in court at the trial of former Badger Randall L. He is on trial for double murder. In day 2 of the trial yesterday, the prosecution showed photo evidence of the car that he allegedly used to flee the scene. Police say they also had evidence of blood stains and bullet fragments in that vehicle. Randall L. is pleading not guilty. The trial will start back up this morning at 9:30 with more witness testimony from the prosecution.
The Oregon Fire Department says one person was taken to the hospital after a fire last night. This is new video of that scene where crews from multiple departments responded. It happened at a home on Oak Hill Road in the town of Rutland. We're told that home is a total loss this morning. The American Red Cross is helping those impacted by the fire.
Continuing coverage now, a third woman has come forward in that string of sexual assaults that have happened in the Madison Greenbush neighborhood. Police say exactly 1 week after 2 women were assaulted, a third came forward to say that she was attacked too from behind while walking in the area. It happened Tuesday night. Police say the victims were likely attacked by the same person. They say finding the suspects a top priority.
Right now, we're still kind of looking again at the reports and talking to people and trying to do our canvas and video and all the other factors, but nothing yet that has gotten us to where we feel like we know who this person is.
All 3 victims were approached from behind while walking and touched inappropriately. They all gave the same vague description of their attacker.
Happening today, the state legislature will vote on whether or not to put a bail reform constitutional amendment on the ballot. That amendment is whether to allow judges to look at past convictions when setting bail. The Black Caucus of Dane County Board will be holding a press conference this morning on the issue. We'll have more continuing coverage as the day goes on.
And happening tonight, there is a big vote scheduled on the future of the Dane County Jail project. One option for the project to move forward is to put it to referendum for April 4th. In order to do that, the county board needs to approve it. That vote is scheduled for tonight. The question would ask voters for up to $13.5 million to keep the project alive. The current plan consists of building a tower up to 6 stories and renovating the public safety building to include up to 825 jail beds. The sheriff has called conditions at the current jail inhumane. You can tune in tonight for News 3 Now at 10 for an update on the vote.
New this morning, Wisconsin Attorney General Josh Kaul announcing a new task force that will combat human trafficking. The Wisconsin Anti-Human Trafficking Task Force will be made up of federal, state, and tribal enforcement, as well as victim service providers. Officials say the force will be funded by a multi-year grant from the Department of Justice. Coming up on 6:07 this morning, and just ahead for us as Madison Restaurant Week is about to get underway, we are in the 608 with a taste of what foodies can expect this year.
And as we go to break, here's another look out on the roads this morning. Interstate looking pretty good. We'll keep driving around the Dane County Metro, though, as that snow has moved on out to tell you how the city streets are doing. We're back after this.
Ashley's $14 million sell-off is happening now. Millions of dollars worth of product arrived late to our warehouse and must be sold. This is your chance to save as much as 85% while it lasts. Save 55% instantly on this Ashley Sleep Hybrid mattress, now just $5.99. Only at Ashley.
Hurry in for the Hy-Vee 12-hour sale this Thursday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Fresh ground beef, only $1.77 a pound. A 24-pack of Hy-Vee water, only $1.77. And get a tenderloin sandwich for only $2.99. Only at Hy-Vee.
Only a wise and lucky few understand the amazing benefits of real sauna bathing. Leisure Concepts has Finnish and infrared saunas that set up in a flash and will get you through winter happy and healthy. Now watch closely to see my favorite part of sauna bathing. Get to Leisure Concepts on the Beltline at the Park Street exit.
There are moments in life, special moments, moments to share, moments to celebrate. Share the love. Celebrate the moment.
Diamond Select, downtown Stoughton.
Wisconsin. It's easy to take for granted how we warm up. But what if you couldn't warm up so easily? For many, it's a reality they can't ignore. Working families, elderly, disabled, and veterans struggling to keep their heat and power on in the dangerous cold of winter. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy, water, and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safe in your home. No one deserves to suffer when we can help each other.
A new Day Boutique. Modern and chic women's clothing, jewelry, shoes, and accessories in a unique one-stop shop. Stop in today. East Johnson Street, Madison.
Need life insurance? Select Quote found Jacob, 40, a $500,000 policy for only $19 a month. And Select Quote found his wife Wendy, a $500,000 policy for only $17 a month.
Select Quote. We shop, you save.
Hurry in for the Hy-Vee 12-hour sale this Thursday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Brew Pub Pizza, only $3.99. Folgers Coffee, only $4.99. And That Smart Bananas, only 25 cents a pound. Only at Hy-Vee.
Furniture and Appliance Mart's $14 million sell-off is happening now. Millions of dollars worth of product arrived late and must be sold. Whirlpool microwaves now just $1.99. Amana washer and dryer pairs now just $9.99. At Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley off the Beltline in East Springs Drive.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
10 after 6 on a Thursday morning. It is one of our favorite times of the year in the 608 as we are looking ahead to Madison Restaurant Week, which kicks off Sunday. I caught up with our friends at Madison Magazine for a little taste of what you can expect this year. Editor Andy Bailey joins us now to preview Winter Restaurant Week, which kicks off Sunday in Madison. Hard to believe we're here again.
I know. I get so excited for Winter Restaurant Week, though, because it's just like it feels like we've been cooped up, and so it's a nice chance to get out and try a new restaurant.
And there's a lot to look forward to this time around.
There is, yes. It's starting to feel like restaurants are ready to kind of have have people in again, and that they're getting staffed up. It's been hard the last couple of years with Restaurant Week. For restaurants because it has been such a hard time for them to have people in, but we've just seen this excitement this time around on our restaurants end, which is really good to see.
So if folks are new to Madison, or maybe it's been a couple of years since they've done Madison Restaurant Week, what do they really need to know? How does this work?
Yeah, yep. So for Winter Restaurant Week, it's January 22nd through the 27th. So it's just a set period of time that we call Restaurant Week, and we have participating restaurants that they can find on our website that have all of their menus listed, and it's a 3-course prix-fixe menu, which means that it's a set price and you get to pick one dish for each of your 3 courses. So it's kind of a tasting menu for these restaurants that they kind of get to show off they're the best of the best, and it kind of takes you out of your comfort zone a little bit too, because you have to, you've got usually 3 choices under each course.
And sometimes these are special menu items that aren't normally offered too.
They are. It's fun to see what the chefs put on the menu for Restaurant Week. It is kind of, their chance to show diners that maybe wouldn't have gone to this place otherwise. They're trying to branch out, and that's kind of what Restaurant Week is about, is to show off the talent we have here in town.
So there are dinner options, and some even offer lunch as well.
Yes, yep. Every restaurant on the list will offer a dinner menu that start at $30, but then some restaurants will also offer a lunch menu that starts at $20. So 3-course lunch menu, that sounds amazing, right?
You can't beat that. And you guys are also doing a giveaway over at Madison Magazine.
We are, yes, on Instagram. We've got about a day and a half left of a giveaway that we'll be giving away a couple of Restaurant Week bucks.
All right, so coming up in our next half hour, we're actually going to talk a little bit more about some of the new options available. But if you are interested in learning more about Restaurant Week right now, what do you have to do?
Yep, MadisonMagazine.com. It's on our nav bar. You click on Restaurant Week.
Wonderful. Andy Bailey, and as always, we appreciate it. Let's throw the information up on the screen right now. Again, Restaurant Week kicks off this Sunday, goes until next Friday. So still plenty of time to check that out. And you can learn more by going to channel3000.com. Again, dinner starting at $30, lunch starting at $20. Plenty of options out there for you. Again, it kicks off on Sunday. Links on our mobile app, too, so we're making it super easy for you.
Hey, don't forget to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. He's always looking for good ideas, so find him on social media or email him for a chance to be featured. And with next week being Madison Magazine Restaurant Week, you can win a pair of vouchers for some great food.
Yeah, super easy here. All you have to do is visit channel3000.com/contest and answer today's question of the day. What is your favorite type of popcorn?
It's National Popcorn Day, so I thought this would be a nice question.
And there's a good variety of popcorn out there.
They're getting crazy with that popcorn
I'm
these days.
kettle corn fan. That's always my go-to.
I like getting, one of those tins around the holidays with all the different varieties in there, with the little cheddar, a little caramel, a little butter. But let's be honest, does anything beat movie theater butter popcorn? Oh my goodness.
Popcorn.
Come on.
I haven't had that for a while. It's time for an old-fashioned movie soon. soon here.
In moderation, sure.
Yes.
Why not? Treat yourself.
We love to see it.
Hey, just go to channel3000.com/contests and enter something in the field, and you'll be entered to win those restaurant tickets, as if Madison Restaurant Week wasn't a good enough deal already. Getting some of those vouchers, I mean, basically get it for nothing.
And there are no wrong answers. That's even better.
Put anything in there.
Everyone's right.
Imagine a world where everyone's right.
Seriously.
Could you believe it?
All right, quarter after 6 on a Thursday. Let's get to Kelly Slifka tracking all of that snow out there, Kelly.
Yeah, we've had some snow overnight. It's really that heavy, wet snow, and it's causing some slush on the roads. So just be a little bit cautious, especially those secondary roads. It appears that the main roads are just wet in the Madison area, but some of the secondary roads, we are seeing some delays, and we'll have that first warn traffic coming up. Total accumulation is about 1 inch southeast of Madison. 6 inches plus near the Dells, areas to the northwest. So it's mainly northwest of Dane County that you're seeing the problems, and that's why they discontinued the winter weather advisory in Madison areas to the south and east. But it does continue for areas surrounding us. Winter storm warnings where the snow is quite a bit heavier as you head northwestward and also way up to the north. So mainly driving problems on the secondary roads this morning. Main roads in Madison, as mentioned, pretty good, but some of the roads in the rural areas are still a little bit slick. One thing we're not dealing with is ice because temperatures are above freezing, but it's that heavy wet snow, so be cautious if you're going to be clearing your sidewalk or driveway. See it really rotating around Wisconsin as the area of low pressure will track right over southeastern parts of the state. Heavy snow in northern Wisconsin toward the Twin Cities. Have had some snow showers, a lot of that lifting up to the north, maybe mixing with a little bit of drizzle this morning as temperatures are above freezing, will remain generally above freezing throughout the morning hours, at least for most areas. As we get in the late afternoon hours, maybe a snow shower or flurry passing through. No additional accumulation expected. We'll start to tail off the temperatures as we go through later tonight. Right now, temperatures are in the lower 30s. You can see in Madison, we're sitting at 33, while areas to the west, right around 32 there in Sauk City and Cross Plains. Mount Horeb at 32 as well, while we're 33 in the Madison area. So we have the alert day mainly for this morning. I think after 9 o'clock, most areas in southern Wisconsin will be okay. Cloudy and colder tomorrow, but dry. That'll continue into Saturday. Another weak system may produce a little bit of light snow Sunday morning. Weak systems next week, but it will turn quite a bit colder with temperatures in the lower 20s. All right, first warn traffic. Take a look at some of the road delays. We are starting to see some crashes develop. We've had a few crashes this morning. This is actually on the on-ramp of Seminole Highway. That's where they've had that crash. That's why you're not really seeing it on the main roads, but just be cautious of that. Up to the north, you're seeing some delays. You see some yellows and reds on some of the highways. That's where we're seeing most of the delays. So we'll have this road closure right now near Cottage Grove Road, and also we have road closure, at least one lane eastbound on Highway 60.
Thanks for the update, Kelly Slifka. Here's Sports Director Zach Hanley now with your morning sports.
Stephen Crowell has been on a tear lately. In 8 of Wisconsin's last 9 games, Big Steve, as his teammates like to call him, has been stuffing the stat sheet with double-figure point performances. The latest one, just your average 21 points and 11 rebounds against Penn State. He's been bullying bodies down low while putting the Big Ten on notice.
There's not a whole lot I can say. I just think he's turned into a grown man. He's a force in this league now, and I'm just really excited. He's got a few more years left here.
He's bigger, stronger. You know, he's more physical in the paint, and he embraces the physical contact. And I think he's getting to a point where he's demanding the ball. We're running a lot of stuff through him.
Wisconsin's next game on the schedule is Saturday at Northwestern, but the Badgers are unsure that game will happen. The Wildcats had to postpone Wednesday's game against the Hawkeyes due to COVID-19 issues within their program. Greg Gard said after the win, he didn't think Saturday's contest will happen. If it doesn't, UW's next game would be Wednesday at Maryland. Lately, Drew Holiday has taken his game to another level. The Bucks guard is averaging 27 points and nearly 10 assists in Milwaukee's last 4 games, including his latest 37-point performance. He's playing at an all-star level on both sides of the ball. Now, as far as playing in the all-star game, well, Holiday wouldn't be opposed, but the guy also likes his time off.
Look, I love my vacation just as much as anybody else. So. If I go to the break and I get to go on the beach somewhere, I get to go home, I'm okay with that. But I would love to be an all-star, to be completely honest.
The Wisconsin women's hockey team is currently on a 5-game skid, something nobody, fans, coaches, and players have been a part of in a very long time. So in an attempt to get their mojo back, Mark Johnson decided to switch things up a bit. The Badgers were greeted by UW-Madison's new police horses, Vetter and Retke, named after former hockey star Jesse Vetter and former volleyball great Dana Retke. The meet and greet served as sensory training for the horses and a fun change of pace for the team.
I think it's pretty interesting that someone wanted to name a horse after her, and so her legacy still lives on, and we should be galloping around town here when the weather warms up a little bit, so everybody will get a chance to meet her and get a chance to maybe give her a treat, which she liked this morning. So fun experience, unique opportunity, as I told the team, and something fun to do.
Back to you.
Straight ahead, we have some advice on how to shovel without straining your back.
And our live drive coverage continues this morning. We're giving you a look at the roads and your morning commute when we come back.
Call for action only on News 3 Now.
Cobuson Buses, now hiring.
My name is Mike Williams. I've been driving school bus off and on for 21 years. Here at our terminal, we're kind of like a family too. Somebody has an issue with a bus, other people kick in and help and get the job done.
With my low energy, I can't even blow up this celebratory balloon.
At Planet Fitness, there's hope. Join Planet Fitness for $1 down, $10 a month, and turn your low energy into big fitness energy in 2023. In a clean and spacious, judgment-free zone with tons of equipment to get you energized. Download the free PF app and join today for $1 down and then only $10 a month.
Deal extended till January 19th.
Don't miss the new Lake Home and Cabin Show, January 27 through 29 at the Alliant Energy Center. New products and fresh ideas. You'll find everything for your getaway lifestyle at the Lake Home and Cabin Show, January 27 through 29, Alliant Energy Center.
Spark inspiration at the Build and Remodel Expo. Chat with local experts showcasing the latest innovations in home building and remodeling. Browse kitchen, bath, and new home construction trends. Visit buildremodelexpo.com for more information.
Only at Vanguard, you're more than just an investor. You're an owner. That means that your goals are ours too. And Vanguard Retirement Tools and Advice can help you get there. That's the value of ownership.
Turn on Bionic Spotlight Extreme 360, the motion-activated home defense light that looks just like a security camera. It detects even the slightest motion and automatically triggers 6 ultra-bright LED high beams. Call or go online and order your Bionic Extreme 360 for just $19.99. Plus, get free shipping on your entire order.
To order, call 1-800-501-5956 or go online to buybionic360.com. Call now.
Ubrelvy helps you fight migraine attacks. You won't take a time out. One dose of Ubrelvy quickly stops migraine in its tracks within 2 hours.
Do not take with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Most common side effects were nausea and tiredness.
Ask about Ubrelvy, the anytime, anywhere migraine medicine.
So I just started this new trapeze class and...
Whoa, the new iPhone is here.
I know, right? The ultimate iPhone. US Cellular paid for mine and I was already a customer.
The new iPhone is here.
Right, and you'd be smart to get it at US Cellular. They have price protection, so you know your rate won't go up.
Now, new and current customers can get the amazing iPhone 14 Pro or any iPhone on us.
Okay, I'll just wait here and watch your donut.
At US Cellular, where every plan is price protected.
Cobuson Buses, now hiring.
Working with Cobuson, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. If you do need time off, they work around you. They definitely try to make it a company that's based for you.
Visit Cobuson.com to apply.
We're back at 6:24. Kevin sharing his morning. Oh dear.
That is a beautiful looking animal,
isn't it?
It is. We want to thank Kevin for sharing his morning. If you want to do the same, show us a cool picture. Use the hashtag MyNews3Morning when you post on social media, and we'll share it with you right here on the program. Okay, so I saw a nice, helpful article in USA Today recently about saving your back, your shoulders, and your arms from having to shovel wet, heavy snow like this. You know, because let's be honest, nobody is getting any younger. And as I'm about to reach 40, yes, 40, I thought I want to share it with you. So this article suggested that, say, if you're right-handed, you want to go right, and then you want to switch, too, and also push with your least dominant hand to the left. Another thing you could do, so that way you know you're balancing out the strain on your back and you're not just shoveling one way the whole time. Another thing you can do is if you've got a handle like Josh's here, you could go the underhand push, and then you can also switch it up and go overhand, and then you're using different muscles, so you're not straining the same muscles the whole time. So I thought we could try something. You know, we're going to go left and then right. We're going to try some synchronized.
You see what he's doing? He's making us shovel this whole thing so he doesn't
We're going to have this patio cleared off in no time, okay? So ready?
All right.
1, 2, 3. Shovel left. Left. Shovel right.
Oh, this is like synchronized shovel.
Shovel left.
Oh.
We're going to get
shovel right.
real close to the camera this morning.
This stuff is heavy.
Isn't it heavy?
I feel like I'm going to break the shovel.
Jeez.
Right? Yeah,
you know what the worst is? And I don't have the shovel because I have somebody, I have an HOA, so people can
rub
do
it
that.
in, Josh.
But you're going and you hit that crack and right into the gut.
Yeah.
I saw a meme about that.
Shoulder.
Everyone knows how that feels.
Yeah.
And this is the type of snow that stuff happens.
That article really talked up those shovels that are bent in the middle, that come up like this, so you're not having to bend over as far. I just got myself one of those, and I'm kind of excited to try it out today. So,
you can come over to my house then.
We got just a little bit of kind of a misty.
Yeah, a little bit of a mist right now. They did discontinue the winter weather advisory for the Madison area. It still continues to the north. Still a little bit of snow on the roads. Most of this is done with, but once again, some of the roads a little bit sloppy this morning. Things should be improving throughout the afternoon hours, and we'll see temperatures pretty much holding steady in the 30s throughout the day.
Okay, one more time, guys.
Wait a minute. Shovel left.
Shovel right. We're back after this with those road conditions.
Boom.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
The price of gold is at a 7-year high. Get top cash on the spot for your gold at Diamond Select. Cash in today while the price of gold is high. Don't miss out. Get instant cash for your gold today at Diamond Select, downtown Stoughton.
Garage doors don't like the cold weather, but if it breaks, Precision Garage Door is always ready.
Does not matter if it's raining or snowing or any kind of other weather conditions, we're going to get it done on the same day. We know how important that is to our customers.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Hey, I just got a text from my sister. You remember Rick, her neighbor?
Sure. He's the 76-year-old guy who still runs marathons, right?
Sadly, not anymore.
What? You mean...
Mm-hmm. Just like that.
Wow. So sudden. We're not about to have the we need life insurance conversation again, are we?
No, we're having the we're getting coverage so we don't have to worry about it conversation.
So you're calling about the $9.95 a month plan from Colonial Penn?
I am. We put it off long enough. We are getting that $9.95 plan today.
Is it time for you to call about the $9.95 plan? I'm Jonathan from Colonial Penn Life Insurance Company. Sometimes we just need a reminder not to take today for granted. It could be the death of someone you know or a health scare. That's why today could be a great day to call for free information about Colonial Penn's $9.95 plan. If you're age 50 to 85, you can get guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance starting at just $9.95 a month. There are no health questions, so you can't be turned down for any health reason. This is permanent coverage. Just pay your premiums for lifelong security. The $9.95 plan is Colonial Penn's #1 most popular whole life plan. Options start at just $9.95 a month. That's less than 35 cents a day. Your rate can never go up. It's locked in for life. Don't put it off. Take the first easy step. Call today for free information. And you'll also get this free beneficiary planner. So call now.
Call 1-800-290-3399 for your free information and free gift. That's 1-800-290-3399. There's no risk or obligation. That number again is 1-800-290-3399. 1-800-290-3399. Call now.
Hello, Colonial Penn?
For over 50 years, Purina Cat Chow has been helping cats feel at home with trusted nutrition, No wonder it's the #1 dry cat food in America. Come home to Cat Chow.
From a diamond engagement to a diamond anniversary and everything in between, we shop the diamond capitals of the world so you don't have to. At Diamond Select, we also fix, reset, and remake jewelry too. Diamond Select in downtown Stoughton.
This morning, a live look at our Platteville sky camera as we are waking up with some fresh snow, a very wet, heavy snow. We are preparing you for the conditions as you head out this morning.
And we do have a weather alert for mainly this morning due to the snow-covered roads. Thankfully, most of the snow that's falling has just about ended and really no more accumulation expected.
Good Thursday morning, everyone. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. Thanks for staying with us. If you're still watching, I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Josh Breiter. Thanks for joining us this morning. So we're waking up to some snow. It is still winter in Wisconsin.
Doesn't it look nice?
It does look nice.
Nice. Things were getting kind of yucky outside.
It's
been really muddy.
Yeah.
So we're hovering right around freezing this morning. Got maybe a little bit more than an inch here in the Madison metro area. Let's check in with Kelly Slifka to show us what this snow is like. This is some thick, wet, heavy stuff, isn't it, Kelly?
Yeah, it's that stuff, you were saying it looks pretty. Unless you're in a parking lot and it looks all sloppy. If you just look like this way up into the trees, it looks pretty. But it is really that heavy, wet snow. I mean, this is going to be really good snowman-making weather or snowball fight weather. Watch out, that stuff is really heavy. All right, we are looking at the snow that is starting to taper off, but most of the alert comes in from the snow-covered roads that we have. Accumulations, as mentioned in the Madison area, inch and a half. A lot of this is melting as it's falling. However, as you get into the northern part of the county, especially the northwest part of the county and up toward the Adells, that's where we are looking at. Just looked at some reports, and they did have 4 to 5 inches of snow up there. So most of it is winding down. There's a little bit of a light mist out here right now, but you can see the snow showers moving through Jefferson County, moving away toward Watertown as well. Some of that mixing with a little bit of drizzle. But we are above freezing, so a lot of this is melting from underneath. So I've been trying to measure it, but you really can't because it is melting from underneath. Temperatures are in the 30s. So the commute this morning, some snow-covered roads, mainly the secondary roads this afternoon. Things should be much better. A quick look at our first warning traffic. We still have this road closure on the east side on Highway 73 near Cottage Grove Road. Also out west on Highway 60, that road is closed in the eastbound lanes headed toward Castle. Otherwise, conditions are looking a little bit better elsewhere. We'll have an update on how much snow we got in some areas, and we'll have some of those totals coming up.
All right, sounds good, Kelly. Let's take a closer look at those roads this morning. Photojournalist Mark Schilling is on the live drive on University Avenue. In the city, all Madison crews pretty much have been out trying to clear those roads for you. They say you should anticipate some slippery, slushy conditions this morning still. They've been out salting those main roads. They're also putting down sand on the hills, curves, and intersections that aren't main roads. We did not get enough snow to trigger a citywide plow, so crews want everyone to take it easy out there.
More road crews are switching from salt to a brine solution. Last year, 1.5 million gallons of brine were used on Wisconsin roadways, cutting salt by nearly 40%. The switch is due to more than 800,000 tons of chloride or salt in Wisconsin rivers. That salt poisons plants and wildlife. You can do your part by using less salt and reusing the salt that is left over. Remember, you can always stay on top of the changing conditions here with the Wisconsin winter. Just download the free First Warn Weather app. Search WISC Weather in your app store.
Brand new this morning, the Monroe County Sheriff's Office is opening up a death investigation after a body was found in LaGrange. Police discovered that body yesterday while searching for Felicia J. Wana. She's been missing since the beginning of this month, and police believe the body recovered is her. The death investigation is being done by the Monroe County Sheriff's Office and Ho-Chunk Police, as well as some other state agencies. The Monroe County Sheriff's Office says it's an ongoing investigation, and they'll release more information when they can.
The woman killed in a Sun Prairie crash over the weekend has been identified. Adrienne Nash was pronounced dead at the hospital from injuries sustained in the crash. It happened around 8:45 Saturday night on 151 near the Reiner Road Bridge. Police say people from all 3 vehicles involved were also taken to the hospital.
Ma'am! Ma'am! Officer Buzzy! Blink if you can hear me.
Body camera footage shown in court at the trial of Randall L., who's on trial for a double homicide. The former Badger football player is accused of killing 2 women. In day 2 of the trial yesterday, the prosecution showed photo evidence of the car that he allegedly used to flee the scene. Police also said that the car had evidence of blood stains and bullet fragments. Randall L. has pleaded not guilty. That trial will start back up this morning, coming up here in about 3 hours with more witness testimony from the prosecution.
Oregon Fire Department says one person was taken to the hospital last night after a fire, and that home is a total loss this morning. This is new video of that scene where crews from multiple departments had to respond. It happened at a home on Oak Hill Road in the town of Rutland. The American Red Cross is helping those impacted by the fire.
Continuing coverage now, a 3rd woman has come forward in a string of sexual assaults that happened in Madison's Greenbush neighborhood. Police say exactly 1 week after 2 women were assaulted, a 3rd came forward saying that she was too attacked from behind while walking in the area. This one happened Tuesday night. Police say the victims were likely targeted by the same person, and finding the suspect is a top priority.
Right now, we're still kind of looking again at the reports and talking to people and trying to do our canvas and video and all the other factors, but nothing yet that has gotten us to where we feel like we know who this person is.
All 3 victims were approached from behind while walking and touched inappropriately. They all gave the same vague description of their attacker.
6:35 right now. Happening today, the state legislature will vote on whether or not to put a bail reform constitutional amendment on the ballot. This amendment is whether or not to allow judges to look at past convictions when setting bail. The Black Caucus of the Dane County Board will be holding a press conference this morning on the issue. We'll bring you more coverage as the day goes on.
Happening tonight, there is a big vote scheduled on the future of the Dane County Jail project. One option for the project to move forward is to put it to referendum for April 4th. In order to do that, the county board has to approve it, and that vote is the one scheduled for tonight. The question would ask voters for up to $13.5 million to keep the project alive. The current plan consists of building a tower up to 6 stories and renovating the public safety building to include up to 825 beds. The sheriff has called conditions at the current jail inhumane. You can watch tonight at 10 for an update on that vote.
New this morning, Wisconsin Attorney General Josh Kaul announcing a new task force that will combat human trafficking. The Wisconsin Anti-Human Trafficking Task Force will be made up of federal, state, and tribal enforcement, as well as a victim service provider. Officials say the force will be funded by a multi-year grant from the Department of Justice.
Let's take another look on the live drive this morning. Mark just turned off a University Avenue to show you the difference between some of those main roads and what the neighborhood streets look like as we now are clear of the snow in Madison and the cleanup begins.
Yeah, very slushy out there right now. Another look. This is the I-39-94 split. You can see traffic moving along just fine on the interstate. It really depends on where you are, right? Because the interstate belt line looking fine, but as you just saw from Mark's shot, it's very, very snowy in some neighborhoods.
Yeah, and it's to the north and the west where we have all those school closures that the snow totals are much higher. Kelly's going to keep tracking it all for you in his first warn forecast coming up, as well as a story about a local contractor that we have covered for some time now in our call for action reporting. We are hearing from more and more angry customers. An update on that story next.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Schwab, General Surgeon at Stoughton Health. If you suffer from bothersome or painful spider veins or varicose veins, please join us for our upcoming seminar where you can learn what new procedures may be able to help you.
I'm a little old to count down the days, but my ski trip to Cascade Mountain with my cousin each year, so much fun. We used to pretend like we were flying. Now, we really do. My dad and my uncle like that we still ski free. But Noah and I, we just have fun. See you there.
Get an Escape, Edge, or Explorer SUV with 0% APR financing for 36 months, only at your Wisconsin and UP Ford dealers.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brooks Night Guard. Now, the Brooks Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brooks Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to brooksnightguard.com and order yours today.
Ubrelvy helps you fight migraine attacks. You won't take a timeout. One dose of Ubrelvy quickly stops migraine in its tracks within 2 hours.
Do not take with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Most common side effects were nausea and tiredness.
Ask about Ubrelvy, the anytime, anywhere migraine medicine.
Arby's, 2 for $7. Every day. All you. In case your French dip gets thirsty. 2 of those things for just $7. Arby's, we have the meat.
If you suffer from bothersome spider veins or painful varicose veins, please contact us at Stoughton Health to learn about what new procedures may be able to help you. Stoughton Health, creating excellence together.
Cold winds, ice, snowy, slippery conditions. Be prepared for winter weather. Trust the News 3 Now First Warn Weather Team to give you clear, timely, and accurate info. So when severe winter weather is coming, you'll have plenty of time to plan your life, keeping you safe and ahead of the storms. Your certified most accurate team, First Warn Weather, only on News 3 Now. You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
The list of scams from contractor Tyler Hansen is growing larger every day. We started reporting about this story through News 3 Now's Call for Action, and so far, 63 people have reached out to us with losses totaling some $400,000. Court documents say charges could be coming in as many as 16 counties. You can head to channel3000.com for a full list of the scams.
At 641, we want to take another live look at the Wisconsin 511 map this morning. We're seeing some more green popping up. So as we've been going, we've been seeing more of the roads turning to good winter driving, especially south and east of Madison. But notice up to the north and west, that's where we're seeing the pinks, which is slippery stretches, and the snow-covered roads, which is the blue. So depending on where you are at in the News 3 Now viewing area, you might be waking up with some very different conditions compared to someone that's even 50 miles away from you. So do keep that in mind. Again, a lot of school closures and delays, some on virtual learning to the north this morning. So do keep in mind what is happening outside your door as you wake up this morning.
Yeah, our school closings page getting some real heavy traffic this morning on Channel 3000.
It is a busy morning.
That's for sure. Okay, let's check in with Kelly Slifka now on the conditions outside this morning. Hey, Kelly.
Yeah, good morning. We are still continuing with this alert day simply because of the snow that has fallen. Some of the roads, especially the rural areas north and west of Madison, seeing the problems. About an inch only in the Madison area, and a lot of that's been melting on contact, so it's that really heavy, wet snow. But the heaviest snow falling to the northwest of Dane County, and I do have some snowfall totals coming up as well. They just continued the winter weather advisory for Madison areas around us. Tell you up to the north into Columbia County, Sauk County, Richland County, then out to the west. Then winter storm warnings northwest of the Dells. That's where the snow was heavier. So I'm not expecting any additional accumulation. We'll have some flurries, maybe a snow shower here and there. And it looks like that'll be it for today. Then it'll be dry as we go. I should say dry, not try Friday. We'll try Friday as well, and Saturday. But we do have a chance of some light snow. It looks like that'll be moving in Sunday morning. Another band of some snow moving in. I haven't found a whole lot of totals in the area, but this is some of the most that I've seen out west in Richland Center, 4 inches. Bose out there in Grant County, 4 inches. Go up towards Sauk City along the Wisconsin River, 3 inches. 2.5 in Delton. Airport officially reporting over an hour ago, 1.7 inches. And then in Middleton, reporting 1 inch of some sloppy, wet snow across the area. Most of the snow lifting to the north and rotating around the storm system that's tracking across southern Wisconsin. We're starting to get some dry air wrapping in, but on the backside of it, we still can't rule out a few snow showers going into the afternoon. But right now you can see Madison, might be a little bit of mist out there, but that's about it. Most of this is lifted up to the north. Temperatures should hold above freezing now, so a lot of this will continue to melt from underneath. It's just going to be kind of sloppy on those roads. That'll continue throughout the afternoon. Maybe a snow flurry, snow shower briefly passing through, and then as we go through tonight, we will dip below freezing, and it will be colder tomorrow. Right now, we're sitting at 33 in Madison, 32 in the Dells. You go out in the western parts of the county, about 32 from Perry, Mount Horeb, across Plains, 33 in Madison over to Cottage Grove, and also Stoughton and Rockdale. So pretty uniform temperatures across the area. 28 tomorrow, a little colder Friday and Saturday, but dry. There will be some light snow that moves in Sunday, mainly extreme southern Wisconsin, and just some small chances of some snow, but it does turn much colder, it looks like, going into late next week. All right, first warn traffic quickly going through. We are seeing pretty good conditions in the Madison area. North side, there are some delays you're seeing, but have definitely improved over the last hour. We still have the accident on Highway 73. This is at BB. Still the lane closures in both directions there. Then out west, we have eastbound Highway 60 lane closure between Spring Green and Castle, and that is closed eastbound lanes on Highway 60 there.
All right, Kelly, thanks for the update. 6:45 now. It is one of our favorite times of the year in the 608 as we're looking ahead to Madison Restaurant Week, which kicks off on Sunday. I caught up with our friends at Madison Magazine for a little taste of what Madison foodies can expect this year. Madison Magazine editor Andy Billing joins us again to preview Winter Restaurant Week, which kicks off Sunday in Madison. And there are a lot of options, but some new ones this year.
There are. We have a couple of new restaurants on the list. A brand new open, Amara in Hilldale, which I think you're going to go to, right?
Yes, we'll be visiting, which I'm super excited. There's been a lot of buzz about it.
Yes, yes. We're super excited to see that on the list. We've also got the new Eno Vino location in Waunakee, which is fun to see. I know they've got the downtown spot, they've got the west side spot, so I haven't been to this Waunakee spot, but excited to see what that is like. And then Bassett Street Brunch Club is also on the menu. I think they have a lunch menu too. That'd be a good one to hit up. Oh, we also have Bandit Tacos,
which I'll also be visiting as well.
Awesome.
Yes.
Oh, I need to hear how that is.
I'm super excited because this is really an opportunity to get to some of our hot spots, which may have some new menu items, but then try some new ones too.
Yeah. Oh, totally. Yep. And our new ones we do, you know, Bandit Tacos is fairly new. Amara is brand new. But then there's also, you know, like Osteria Papavro is on our list that has been in town for a really long time. Delaney's. There's Heritage Tavern, which is always a nice spot to go. And it's kind of nice that it's a mix of places. You know, if you wanted like a steak dinner or a supper club experience, you can get that. But then you can also go to Villa Dolce in Middleton and get a nice Italian dinner with some gelato at the end.
And it's an experience that normally you're probably not going to be able to get at the price that it's offered.
Right. That's the thing. It's, you know, $30 for a 3-course meal at some of Madison's best restaurants. It's a very good deal. And, you know, our restaurants too, the cost of food is continuing to rise, so it's, you know, increasingly harder for them to be able to offer these prices, but Restaurant Week is one of those special times that they're able to make sure the menu is short enough that they can do it, but then really give a cool experience.
And we're coming out of the pandemic. A lot of these restaurants they're looking for that business too.
Oh yeah, totally. We hear that every year that Winter Restaurant Week is such a good thing for them. January and February are historically very tough months for restaurants, the restaurant industry at large. So it's nice to you know, give people another reason to go out during these months.
All right, let's throw the information up on the screen. Andy, if people are interested, what do they need to know?
Yep, January 22nd through the 27th, and actually a couple places will extend a day, and they'll go into Saturday on the 28th.
So check specifically for those.
Check for those that are offering the menu still, and go online and browse the menus before you go. You always want to plan, right?
Oh, I love to plan what I'm going to be eating, and it's usually a lot.
Yes.
So, well, Andy Bailey of Madison Magazine, we appreciate your time as always.
Yeah, thank you for having me on.
Yeah, happy eating.
Yes.
We love talking food, of course. I've put all of the links you need to know on channel3000.com. And coming up next week in the 608, I'll be highlighting a couple of them as Restaurant Week gets underway.
Tough gig.
It is tough.
Tough gig.
Someone's got to eat the food, right?
Yeah, good stuff. I'm excited to see what you're going to have next week.
A couple of new things this year. So
yeah, you checked out one in the Hilldale area.
Yes, we'll be at another one today over on West Washington Ave too.
All right, good stuff. Thanks, Josh. Hey, if you have an idea for Josh, let him know what's going on in your neighborhood. Find him on social media. He's at Josh Sprider TV, or email him at in the608@WISC-TV.com. All right, back out on the roads this morning. You're taking a look at the I-90-94 split just outside of Madison. Interstate's looking pretty good this morning as traffic starts to pick up. You see the snow fresh there on the ground. But as we've been driving around all morning, we've been seeing the interstates in pretty good shape. It is the city streets that are either slushy or snow covered. So be prepared as you head out the door.
Pretty to look at.
It is. I know, I kind of missed it.
Cleans things up a little bit.
Not gonna lie. All right, coming up in the morning sprint, we are following the race for the open seat on the state Supreme Court, where one candidate is way out ahead in fundraising.
And our live drive coverage continues at this hour. We are tracking those snowy roads. This is Mineral Point Road approaching Whitney Way, and you can see just how much of a difference it is. Some of the city streets are not looking all that great, so stay tuned for an update coming up in the sprint.
If you got a little kiddo turning 3 soon, let us know so we can show their picture on TV. We'll be right back.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Bob's presents Furniture Resolutions. Resolution number 44, exercise more. Exercise your right to snooze in a gorgeous bedroom at an affordable price like my Fusion two-tone bedroom. Bob's Discount Furniture. Furniture solutions to your resolutions.
When the weather gets cold, springs break.
Fixing broken garage doors, that's all we do here at Precision.
Our vehicles are literally like a warehouse on wheels. We can fix a broken spring the same day and get you on your way.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
We asked people to give their honest feedback on how wrinkles around their eye area and under-eye puffiness looked after trying Tint and Tighten for the first time.
So with foundation, normally it just kind of, you just cover up and conceal things. But with Tint and Tighten, it actually changes the way the skin looks. The lines are actually gone. So you don't get any of that buildup within them and the creases that you normally would see when you wear foundation.
40s was a bit of a shocker for me because 40s, I noticed the skin under my eye is getting very loose. And then 50s hit. And I'm 54, and I really noticed the difference in the firmness of my skin here, and especially here. I'm glad there's products like Tint and Tighten out there so that I can just put this on and not worry about what I didn't do in my 40s, my 30s, and my 20s, and it looks like I always have. It's a pleasure, and it's actually a gift for anyone.
Tint and Tighten shrinks under-eye puffiness, smooths out wrinkles and fine lines around the eye area, and provides tinted coverage to hide dark circles and skin imperfections, making you look fresh and younger. Tint and Tighten is the only cosmetic that blends a beautiful tinted cream to cover uneven skin tone and dark circles with silicate technology that smooths out under-eye puffiness and wrinkles, making the skin around your eye area look flawless for up to 8 hours.
I will be turning 59 in June of this year. Using Tint and Tighten, for me, I'm actually very confident right now that my wrinkles won't be as obvious. It is giving me the support that I think reminds me that I'm at my best right now.
Finally, there's a tinted eye cream to cover dark circles and uneven skin tone. And since Tint and Tighten works in 10 minutes and lasts up to 8 hours, you can look your best without getting injections or fillers. Get beautiful, lightweight, tinted coverage, plus that smoother, younger, wrinkle-free look from years past in 10 minutes. A look that will make you feel beautiful and confident. Try it this new year for only $19.95. Plus, get free shipping and handling. Visit tintandtighten.com or call the number on your screen.
Would you look at that?
It's beautiful.
What?
That's our boy.
So proud.
Right now, get a sausage McMuffin or sausage biscuit paired with hash browns for just $2.50.
Bob's presents Furniture Resolutions. Resolution number 7, dream big. Ask what your mattress can do for you. Can it give you Bob's comfort and quality for hundreds less than the national brands? Yes. Dream big with my Bobapedic Prize mattress. Bob's Discount Furniture.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
6:52, time for the morning sprint.
We start with live drive this morning as we're waking up to some fresh snowfall overnight. This is a live look at the roads, and this is a neighborhood. This is on the west side of Madison at this hour, so you can see right now that those roads are still snow covered. Beltline, interstate looking good, but a lot of those city streets have not been touched, and some of them won't be. In an update this morning, Madison crews say to anticipate slippery, slushy, and snowy travel throughout the city. 32 crews are out plowing and salting the main roads. They're also putting sand and out on the hills, curves, and intersections that aren't the main roads. We didn't get enough, though, to trigger a citywide plow. So crews want everyone to take it easy out there.
Some breaking news this morning. The Santa Fe District Attorney set to announce whether charges will be brought in that fatal film set shooting on the set of Rust. Alec Baldwin fired a gun that he thought was filled with blanks at the camera. The gun had live rounds. As a result, cinematographer Helena Hutchins died. Baldwin and other members of the crew are complying with all investigations. It's one of the biggest races this spring, an open seat on the state Supreme Court, and one candidate is way out ahead in fundraising. Milwaukee County Circuit Judge Janet Protasiewicz has nearly doubled her 3 competitors, bringing in over $750,000. The top 2 vote-getters in next month's primary will advance on to the April 4th election.
One more Madison woman has come forward in the string of sexual assaults in the Greenbush neighborhood. She was approached from behind Tuesday and touched inappropriately. Police say if you live in the area to report any suspicious activity.
Today, lawmakers will vote on whether to add a constitutional amendment to the April ballot. That amendment would be to reform bail and whether judges can consider past criminal history when setting bail. The Black Caucus of Dane County will hold a news conference this morning on the issue.
2 police officers in Racine are recovering this morning after being shot in a domestic dispute. Police negotiated Tuesday night with the man involved for an hour and a half before he opened fire on them. The Racine police chief says that one officer sustained facial injuries, the other a shoulder injury. The chief also said the officers were shot with birdshot, but stayed on the scene despite their injuries.
An attorney for Derek Chauvin, the Minneapolis police officer convicted in the killing of George Floyd, is arguing for an appeal. The lawyer says Chauvin was deprived of a fair trial because of legal and procedural errors. Prosecutors say he received a fair trial and a just sentence. The judge in the matter says he'll have a decision in 90 days.
All right, we continue to see the winter weather advisories up to the north and west, but they have discontinued them in Madison areas to the east now. And I wouldn't doubt if they don't start to discontinue some of these as the road conditions start to improve. Really, there isn't a whole lot of snow flying from the skies right now, and I don't expect a whole lot more. Maybe a flurry or a snow shower passing through. No more accumulation expected. We will see that breeze pick up out of the north and west, and temperatures holding just about freezing throughout the day. But most of the snow is over with for the most part. Maybe a flurry or 2. The northwest winds will add a little bit of a chill as we're in the 30s. Extended forecast dry and colder for Friday, Saturday. Sunday may produce a little bit of light snow that'll continue into early next week, maybe a flurry or 2. A quick look at our traffic right now. Most roads in Madison are pretty good. They have cleared this crash, but we are still getting some slow travel on the east side over there toward Cottage Grove Road. Also, we still have this road closure eastbound Highway 60.